Elon Musk. Nah, just kidding. Billionaires, though. They're either dodging taxes or visiting private islands. But today we're looking at the rarest of creatures, the ultra-rich folk who don't totally suck. This is Harris Rosen. He owns a bunch of hotels in Florida, aka America's trash heap. But Harris turned one part of Florida from being this book-burning land of dysfunction and weirdos into a shining beacon of what America is all about, opportunity. I'm talking about Tangelo Park, a neighborhood that used to have massive crime rates and a high school graduation rate of a measly 25%. Harris took one look at these criminals and decided to play real-life Sim City with these dum-dums. He built free daycares and preschools for everyone in the district, so now parents can actually work for a living and be productive members of society and not have to resort to letting that one weird uncle scar their kids forever. But best of all, Harris fully funded all college education for all residents who can get in, including room and board. Harris even covered textbooks, which judging by the going rate of them these days, pretty much saved the students another mortgage or two. The result? Crime rates plummeted faster than my self-esteem, and graduation rates soared higher than Snoop Dogg and 420. It's basically the only nice story from Florida that doesn't involve some guy on a lawnmower. Now you might know her as the lady with big hair and a huge personality, but this woman has a heart to match those assets. I'm talking about the queen of country herself, Dolly Parton. She's done a ton for her community, from giving kids scholarships, offering cash to anyone who can graduate high school, to straight up giving cash to people for disaster relief. America's full of idiots, right? And 50% of those people are dumber than that. But Parton here is on a mission to make this age like milk. She founded the Imagination Library, which sends kids from all around the world one book per month until their first year of school. And it currently sends out more than 2 million books per month, all for free, so that kids can start learning early instead of drinking Prime and idolizing some guy who's just a little too into elder abuse. That's not all. All her employees at Dollywood get a 100% full ride through university. So of course people are lining up for a job there, and now she has an endless supply of wage slaves. But after she pays for their education, they'll be educated wage slaves, and not homeless. Speaking of Dollywood, she put this giant-ass theme park in the middle of nowhere, pumping millions into the local economy, and now this area attracts tourists like these attract you. Remember 2020 and coronavirus? Yeah, the disease that made anime socially acceptable. Dolly here was one of those people who made it possible for you to finally tell that one friend who keeps nagging you to watch One Piece that you have more important things to do. She slapped a cool $1 million to fund Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine. And whether you believe in vaccines or you're part of the other 50%, remember, she helped us go outside again. She's done more for this world than Jolene ever will, because she's just one of those people who wants to watch the world learn. So if you want to learn more about random crap, drop this a like and subscribe, homie. Well, let me introduce you to the real-life Willy Wonka, minus the child labor. Milton Hershey. After he milked chocolate for all it was worth. Get it? Milton wasn't satisfied with just rotting kids' teeth. Nah, he wanted to improve lives and built a whole damn town so that his workers could live with their families and not have to be stuck in rush hour all day. This chocolatey town is called Hershey, Pennsylvania. He built parks, schools, affordable housing, and even had public transportation, and probably as many dentists as there are Starbucks. It blossomed into one of the greatest places to live in America. Is that really saying much though? I don't know. Anyways, it wasn't just a gimmick to get easy access to his Oompa Loompas. Okay, fine, it was. But he legit thought that happy workers made better chocolate, and he focused on that happiness by cutting commute times, because commuting sucks. We all know that. But that's not all. When the Great Depression hit and the economy was in the toilet, Milton was like, fuck the stock market. He cut his own pay and didn't lay anyone off. In fact, he hired more people and just told them to build whatever the hell came to mind. He built all this random shit and it turned Hershey, Pennsylvania into another vacation hotspot. But best of all, it made sure people didn't lose their jobs. There's more. Milton and his wife didn't have kids, so they were like, let's just adopt all the poor orphans, shall we? So they opened up the Milton Hershey School, giving kids free education, housing, food, healthcare, anything and everything anyone could ever need. When they died, Milton left it all to the school so that it could run forever. And today, it's worth a whopping $17 billion, and they still provide everything for free to those orphans and them poor kids. Hershey may be a pretty questionable company today with their child slavery and whatnot, but back in the day, it was the gold standard for how a company can create a community, and it's all thanks to Milton Hershey, the man who gave you your first cavity. So you probably never heard of this next dude. His name is Chuck Feeney, not to be mistaken for this guy. He founded all those duty-free shops you see in every airport, and he made $8 billion from selling you those giant Toblerone bars the size of your wife's boyfriend. But don't worry, it was all for a good cause, because Chuck Feeney is the GOAT. This crazy bastard of a saint is the only billionaire to ever give away everything, and I mean everything, and he did this while he was still alive. You see, it's the 80s. He secretly transfers his entire company to a non-profit he created, Atlantic Philanthropies. And this wasn't just some bullshit tax scheme billionaires like to do. He invested in major tech companies, made billions more, and started donating it left and right. He gave to universities, child education projects, medical research, disease relief, Africans, donating to earthquake funds, hospitals, and a shit ton of other things we'll never know about. And you know why we'll never know about them? Because this dude didn't give a shit about fame or recognition. His own damn business partners didn't even know what he was doing. Not one of the thousands of buildings he's funded has his name on them. Why? Because he wanted other rich fucks to donate too, and if it meant that they could have their name on the buildings instead, so be it. This Mr. Feeney was a fiend for philanthropy, because he gave away 99.98% of his wealth and just saved a measly $2 million for himself. And since this dude lived in San Francisco, that's only like 3 months rent. And yeah, this dude fucking rented his apartment. He flew economy, he had a $10 watch, the guy didn't even have a car. He took the bus and probably used coupons at Walmart. This Chuck is the greatest of all time and passed away in 2023. If there was ever a billionaire that I could relate to, it'd be this guy. Except the whole giving away money thing. I can't afford to do that shit in this economy. But hey, I'm just a poorly drawn educational character. I'm GK, and remember, these are the exceptions, not the rule. Most of the ultra rich are probably still complete asshats. Until next time, stay rich in spirit, and thanks for watching.